in the heart of East Asia, where the geopolitical climate continues to shift rapidly, Japan is making a bold and decisive move. The year is 2026, and the Japanese air defense system is undergoing one of the most significant upgrades in its modern military history. This is not just about new radars, missiles, or jets. It's about transforming the entire structure of Japan's aerial shield from doctrine and deployment to digital infrastructure and autonomous systems. Japan has always maintained a strong defense posture since the post-World War II era, primarily focused on self-defense. With a pacifist constitution guiding its military framework, the country has historically adopted a reactive stance. But with increasing threats in the Indo-Pacific, including North Korean missile tests, growing Chinese assertiveness over the East China Sea, and the uncertainty surrounding the Taiwan Strait, Japan can no longer afford to be passive. It must be proactive, adaptive, and technologically ahead of the curve. The 2026 air defense system upgrade is Japan's answer to this evolving threat environment. It's a comprehensive overhaul that leverages the best of homegrown innovations and strategic partnerships with allies, especially the United States. Let's begin by examining the core pillars of this upgrade: radar and sensor systems, interceptor capabilities, command and control integration, space-based surveillance, and the role of artificial intelligence. One of the most groundbreaking developments in the new air defense system is the deployment of multi-mission radar arrays, MMRA. Developed by Mitsubishi Electric, these new radar systems are capable of tracking multiple aerial targets, including hypersonic glide vehicles and stealth aircraft. Utilizing active electronically scanned array, ASA, technology, the MMRA offers 360-degree coverage and is resistant to electronic jamming, a crucial feature in modern hybrid warfare. Moreover, Japan is expanding its space-based early warning systems through advanced satellites. The Quasi-Zenith Satellite System, QZSS, initially designed for GPS augmentation, has been adapted with new infrared sensors to detect missile launches from orbit. These sensors can identify the heat signature of a ballistic missile during its boost phase, allowing more reaction time for interceptors on the ground. Now let's talk about interceptors. The centerpiece of Japan's 2026 interceptor system is the SM-3 Block IE missile, co-developed with the United States. Stationed aboard Aegis-equipped destroyers and on land via the Aegis Ashore system, the SM-3 Block IE offers a wide area defense capability against medium to intermediate range ballistic missiles. With a longer range and faster speed than previous models, it provides Japan with the ability to neutralize threats even before they enter Japanese airspace. Additionally, Japan has introduced a new class of mobile surface-to-air missile systems known as the Type 23 Advanced SAM. Designed for rapid deployment across Japan's islands, this system combines kinetic interceptors and directed energy weapons, including solid-state laser eyes to target drones, cruise missiles, and even loitering munitions. This hybrid configuration allows for layered defense. The lasers disable small and fast-moving threats, while the kinetic missiles engage larger targets. The Patriot PAC-3 MSE systems have also been updated, with a major software upgrade improving radar tracking algorithms, allowing better discrimination between decoys and actual warheads. These PAC-3 units are now interoperable with US and South Korean systems, a key feature as regional threats demand greater joint coordination. In 2026, Japan's defense is no longer confined to its territory. With the formation of the integrated Indo-Pacific Air Defense Network, Japan now shares radar data in real time with the United States, Australia, South Korea, and the Philippines. This initiative, informally called Skynet Pacific, uses a decentralized cloud-based C4 as system, a command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance built with quantum encryption and AI-powered threat analysis. Speaking of AI, perhaps one of the most innovative parts of the new defense upgrade is the Sentinel AI command suite. Developed by a partnership between NEC and the Japanese Ministry of Defense, Sentinel AI processes live feeds from over 200 radar stations, satellites, and sensor drones. It can identify suspicious aerial patterns, predict the likelihood of attack, and recommend optimal interceptor deployment, all within seconds. This system has already proven itself during live tests in the Sea of Japan, where it successfully tracked and simulated intercepts for dozens of simultaneous targets, including stealth drones mimicking Chinese UAVs and fast ballistic missile dummies fired from Japanese ranges. Autonomous systems are playing an increasingly critical role. Japan's 2026 upgrade includes the deployment of Skyguard drones, a high-altitude, long-endurance UAVs fitted with electronic warfare modules. These drones can jam enemy radars, intercept signals, or even deploy mini-drones for swarm operations. Skyguard operates alongside the manned E-767 airborne warning and control system aircraft, extending their reach and survivability. Let's not forget the Japan Aerospace Defense Reprogramming Facility, newly built in Okinawa. This facility allows Japan to test and update the software of its air defense systems rapidly in response to evolving threats. The goal is to keep Japan's response time razor sharp and its threat library continuously updated. Infrastructure protection is also key. The 2026 Defense Blueprint includes a civil defense air alert grid and AI-connected warning network that not only sends alerts to military bases but also instantly informs civilian authorities, ensuring shelter protocols are activated quickly in case of a missile launch. Japan's self-defense forces have also adopted a new training doctrine called Red Lotus. This framework emphasizes multi-domain coordination, integrating air, cyber, and space operations into a seamless response mechanism. Pilots train with simulated hypersonic threats, radar crews practice jamming scenarios, and cyber teams run defensive drills against synthetic attacks created by adversarial AI. Another pivotal advancement is in hypersonic defense. Japan, like many other nations, is responding to the growing threat of hypersonic glide vehicles, HGVs. The 2026 air defense system features the prototype Hyper-V intercept system, still in testing but showing promise. It uses a mix of kinetic kill vehicles and electromagnetic rail-based launchers to intercept targets traveling at Mach 5 or higher. Though still not fully operational, Japan aims to have a functioning hypersonic defense layer by 2028. What about public opinion? Interestingly, recent polls show that over 60% of Japanese citizens support the air defense upgrade, a significant increase from previous decades when pacifism was far more dominant. This shift reflects a growing public recognition of regional instability and a belief that Japan must take ownership of its defense. International reactions have been mixed. The United States has praised Japan's initiative and invested further in joint exercises. China, on the other hand, has expressed concern, calling the upgrades provocative. North Korea has labeled the system a prelude to war, though analysts believe Pyongyang's rhetoric is aimed more at internal propaganda than strategic deterrence. Behind the scenes, Japan's defense industry is seeing a boom. Companies like Kawasaki Heavy Industries, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and Toshiba Defense Systems are expanding production and research, collaborating with startups specializing in cyber defense, AI, and drone technology. The government has also approved incentives for defense innovation hubs in Tokyo and Osaka, signaling a long-term vision for military self-reliance. As we move further into the decade, the 2026 air defense system marks a pivotal moment, a turning point for Japan. It symbolizes not just a technological leap, but a shift in national mindset, from passive to prepared, from reactive to resilient. Japan's skies are no longer just blue. They are now watched, guarded, and integrated into a regional defense matrix unlike anything seen before. In the face of hypersonic threats, drone swarms, and geopolitical unpredictability, Japan is building a shield not just for itself but for stability in the Indo-Pacific region as a whole. The question isn't whether Japan can defend itself anymore. The real question is how far ahead can it stay? As 2026 continues to unfold, we will monitor new deployments, exercises, and innovations related to Japan's air defense system. Stay tuned for future updates where we'll break down the next-gen fighter integrations, autonomous swarm trials, and regional defense collaborations that could redefine security in East Asia. Until then, the skies over Japan remain vigilant, fortified, and future-ready.